Hello and welcome to Cinema Screen HD. Today, I'm going to talk about a movie that falls under the action and adventure genres. It's the 2008 release 10,000 BC. So without further ado, let's dive right into the story. The movie begins, as the title suggests, 10,000 years ago, during a time when people lived in tribes. It opens with a scene where the Yagal tribe encounters a mysterious blue-eyed girl near the mountains, beside the body of a deceased woman. They decide to bring her into their tribe. As the tribe elders bring the girl to Old Mother, a woman known for her prophecies, she looks into the girl's striking blue eyes and makes a declaration. She says that the gods have gifted this girl to the tribe and foretells that, in the future, she will become the wife of a mighty warrior who will rise from the Yagal. Together, they will defeat the four-legged demons that threaten the valley and lead the tribe into a new era of prosperity. Because of this prophecy, the tribe decides to protect and nurture the girl, naming her Evolet. One night, D'Leh's father makes a decision to leave the tribe. His reason? To search for a solution to save the tribe from a foretold catastrophe. Before leaving, he entrusts his son, D'Leh, to his closest friend, Tik-Tik, with strict instructions to take care of him. He also warns Tik-Tik never to reveal why he left. With that, D'Leh's father sets off on his journey. After his father's departure, D'Leh becomes an outcast in the tribe. Even the other children refuse to play with him. Lonely and isolated, D'Leh finds solace in Evolet, who befriends him and promises, "Let's be best friends." Curious about her past, D'Leh asks what happened to her people. She tells him that the four-legged demons destroyed her tribe. As the days turn into years, D'Leh and Evolet's bond deepens, eventually growing into love. Years later, while talking to Baku, D'Leh learns that the tribe is preparing for the next big hunt. They need to capture mammoths, giant animal now we call mammoths. Baku mentions that if the best hunter, Karen, manages to hunt a mammoth alone, he will earn the legendary white spear. Not only that, but the tribe believes Karen is the mighty warrior from the prophecy who will marry Evolet and lead the Yagal to greatness. Hearing this, Evolet approaches D'Leh and says, "You know how skilled Karen is at hunting. Let's leave the tribe together before it's too late." Then D'Leh says, "I will never abandon my people like my father did," and gives a necklace he made to Evolet as a token of his promise. Shortly after, they notice that the mammoths are approaching their valley. The entire tribe gathers and prepares for the hunt. Tik-Tik announces that whoever pierces the heart of a mammoth will earn the legendary white spear, and with that, they set off. The hunters carefully approach the mammoths in silence, stirring them into confusion and driving them toward the trap set by the tribe. The herd rushes forward, and the tribe skillfully steers the last mammoth into a net they've prepared. As the net ensnares the massive beast, Karen steps forward and hurls his spear. However, he misses his target, and the enraged mammoth breaks free from the net, charging wildly. In the chaos, the hunters hold on to the net, trying to restrain the beast, but it manages to drag D'Leh, who is caught in the net, along with it. As the mammoth struggles to free itself, it breaks the net and attacks D'Leh. Although D'Leh narrowly escapes the first attack, the mammoth charges at him again. This time, D'Leh grabs a spear tangled in the net, and by chance, the spear becomes lodged in a rock. The mammoth, unable to stop, accidentally impales itself on the spear and collapses, dying from the wound. Only Tik-Tik, who was observing from a distance, sees the true events of how the mammoth died. The rest of the tribe doesn't witness this and believes that D'Leh killed the beast. Overjoyed, the tribe celebrates D'Leh's victory, presents him with the white spear, and praises him as the tribe's hero. That night, the tribe holds a grand feast in celebration, but Tik-Tik refuses to participate. Confused by Tik-Tik's behavior, D'Leh approaches him and asks why he's upset. Tik-Tik tells him that earning the white spear through deception is wrong. Taking this to heart, D'Leh hands the spear back to Tik-Tik and walks away. Later, Evolet approaches D'Leh, only for him to confess, "I lied. I didn't kill the mammoth with my own hands, and I couldn't keep the white spear knowing that." Hurt by his confession, Evolet storms off, leaving D'Leh alone. That night, D'Leh decides to sleep outside the tribe's camp. While he is sleeping, Old Mother wakes suddenly and steps outside her tent. She notices movement in the distance and realizes that the so-called four-legged demons have arrived. However, they aren't actual demons. They're men riding horses. For clarity, I'll refer to them as horse riders from this point forward. The horse riders begin attacking the Yagal tribe without warning, throwing the camp into chaos. During the attack, although the horse riders capture most of the Yagal tribe alive instead of killing them, their most ruthless member, One Eye, kills Baku's mother. This horrific act is witnessed by Baku, who is hiding inside a tent. Hearing the screams of his people, D'Leh attempts to fight. Tick-Tick stops him, saying, "We can't help them now." As the horse riders begin taking the captured members of the Yagal tribe away, their leader, the warlord, notices Evolet and takes her as well before they leave. The remaining members of the tribe, mourning their dead, perform rituals to honor them. Meanwhile, D'Leh and Tick-Tick prepare to secretly follow the demons to rescue their people. When they announce their plan, Karen warns them, "We cannot fight these demons." However, ignoring his warning, D'Leh and Tick-Tick proceed, determined to save their tribe. Before they leave, Old Mother convinces Karen to join them. As the three set out, gathering whatever supplies they need for the journey, they discover that Baku has been following them in secret. Realizing they can't send him back, they reluctantly allow him to join their group. Together, they follow the trail left by the horse riders, hoping it will lead them to Evolet and the others. Along the way, D'Leh finds a piece of the necklace he had given to Evolet, left behind intentionally to guide him. This gives them renewed determination as they push forward, enduring treacherous snowstorms in the mountains. However, the storm soon wipes away the tracks of the horse riders, making it harder to follow them. Meanwhile, the horse riders, along with the captured Yagal members, pass through Evolet's former village. Seeing this brings back painful memories for Evolet, as she realizes it was the same group of demons that destroyed her people. That night, the group camps to rest before resuming their journey in the morning. As dawn breaks, One Eye notices that Evolet has been leaving clues along their path. He reports this to the warlord, who confronts her. In a fit of rage, the warlord strikes her hand repeatedly until she drops the necklace onto the ground. Later, D'Leh and his group discover the discarded necklace, confirming that they're on the right track. They realize that the captors are heading toward a dangerous jungle further ahead. While traveling through the jungle, the group of horse riders passes through a specific area where they are suddenly attacked by a flock of massive, vulture-like birds. The attack is chaotic, but the horse riders manage to survive. Exhausted and shaken, they decide to spend the night in the jungle. Meanwhile, D'Leh and his group, who are still tracking the horse riders to rescue their captured people, arrive at the same location where the riders have set up camp for the night. Seeing this, D'Leh suggests that they attack now and free their people. However, Tick-Tick advises against it, saying the jungle is too dangerous for an attack and that it would be wiser to observe and wait for a better opportunity. The next morning, as D'Leh watches the camp, he notices One Eye attempting to harm Evolet. Unable to hold back any longer, D'Leh rushes in, attacks One Eye, and frees Evolet. As he tries to help the rest of his people escape, it sees the warlord. D'Leh and Evolet flee for their lives, with the warlord's men in pursuit. Seeing this, Tick-Tick, Karen, and Baku join the escape, trying to fight off the horse riders as they run. During the chaos, Karen is captured by the horse riders. The remaining four, D'Leh, Evolet, Tick-Tick, and Baku, manage to make their way toward the area where the giant birds attacked the horse riders earlier. But as the warlord and his men follow them into this area, the birds strike again, creating a terrifying and chaotic scene. The massive birds, attacking both the horse riders and D'Leh's group. Tick-Tick, seeing the danger, tells the others to escape while he distracts the birds. However, the bird starts chasing D'Leh. Meanwhile, Baku, who has climbed up a tree, calls out to D'Leh and Evolet, telling them to climb up to safety. The two manage to reach the base of the tree, but the birds keep attacking them even there. One of the birds attempts to grab Baku, forcing D'Leh to make a split-second decision. He promises Evolet, "I'll come back for you," and runs out of hiding to lure the birds away from the others. D'Leh bravely leads the birds away, giving Evolet and Baku time to escape. However, just as Evolet and Baku step out of their hiding spot, the horse riders capture them. When D'Leh finally manages to fight off the birds and kill the one pursuing him, he returns to where he last saw Evolet and Baku, only to discover that the horse riders have already taken them away. After the bird attack, D'Leh finds Tick-Tick, who is badly injured, and helps him. Despite the setbacks, the two continue following the trail left by the horse riders. Along the way, D'Leh tends to Tick-Tick's wounds, but hunger begins to take a toll on them. Desperate to find food, D'Leh chases after an animal in the jungle. While pursuing it, he accidentally falls into a pit and loses consciousness. When D'Leh regains consciousness, he realizes it is raining heavily. As he looks around, he notices a young saber-toothed tiger trapped in the same pit. Despite having a chance to kill the creature, D'Leh chooses to free it instead. The tiger climbs out of the pit and escapes, leaving D'Leh behind. Using all his strength, D'Leh eventually climbs out of the pit himself and makes his way back to where he left Tick-Tick. By the time he returns, Tick-Tick is feeling a bit better and has managed to stand up. Tick-Tick tells D'Leh that he heard screamings coming from the direction of a nearby village. suggesting that the horse riders might have taken their people there. With no time to waste, the two head toward the village. Upon reaching it, they find food and, driven by hunger, begin eating. However, as they eat, members of the village's tribe discover them and attempt to attack. Just then, the saber-toothed tiger D'Leh had saved earlier appears. D'Leh speaks to the tiger, saying, "Don't you remember me? I'm the one who freed you." Amazingly, the tiger refrains from attacking anyone and quietly walks away. The villagers, stunned by what they've just witnessed, are awed by D'Leh. Seeing this, the tribe's leader, Nakudu, offers them food and welcomes them. As they eat, D'Leh asks Nakudu, "How is it that you speak our language?" Nakudu explains, "Many years ago, a man who looked just like you crossed the mountains and came to us. He said he was searching for new lands. He became my closest friend, and he taught me your language." Hearing this, D'Leh and Tik-Tik realize that this man was none other than D'Leh's father. Shocked, D'Leh asks what happened to him. Nakudu responds, "A long time ago, he, like many of our people, was captured by the four-legged demons and taken to the nest of the great birds." When D'Leh asks Nakudu where the captives have been taken, Nakudu replies that they have been taken to what they call the Mountain of the Gods. He adds that no one who has ever gone there has returned. Nakudu also shares an ancient prophecy, which says that one day, a man who can communicate with the saber-toothed tiger will come to save their people. The next morning, a man sent by Nakudu returns with troubling news. The horse riders are rapidly heading toward the nest of the great birds, taking many captives with them. Tik-Tik insists that they must intercept the captives before they reach the birds. Hearing this, the men of the tribe say emotional goodbyes to their families and prepare to leave. Before they depart, D'Leh asks Nakudu if he has a wife. Nakudu reveals that the horse riders killed his wife the day before D'Leh and Tik-Tik arrived and took his son captive. As the group continues their pursuit of the horse riders, Nakudu's son, Tudu, and Baku recognize and communicate with each other. Meanwhile, D'Leh and his group are joined by warriors from various other tribes, all united by the same goal of rescuing their people. They march relentlessly, taking no breaks for rest or food. As they travel, they learn that the captives and the horse riders are now being transported by the great birds. It is then revealed that the so-called great birds are actually massive sailing ships. Everyone is astonished at the sight of these ships, but their resolve remains firm. Unable to follow the ships directly along the river, the group decides to take a grueling shortcut through the desert, tracking the ships from afar. The journey is punishing, and several tribesmen, exhausted and overwhelmed, fall behind or collapse. Despite the harsh conditions, they press on. One night, as they rest, D'Leh spots a faint light in the distance, shining like a star. He points it out to the others and tells them that the light comes from the Mountain of the Gods and that it has always remained in the same place. He convinces the group that they must head in that direction. Driven by hope, they continue their journey toward the light. After enduring many hardships, they finally arrive at their destination. What they see leaves them in shock. The captives, including the people they had been searching for, are being used as slaves to construct a massive structure resembling a pyramid. The captives working on the construction aren't just humans. There are also many mammoths among them. While enduring the grueling labor, Baku asks Karin who they are building all this for. Karin explains that the one who controls everything here is known by some as the one who came from the stars. Others believe he walked on water after his homeland was swallowed by the sea. Because of these stories, everyone worships him as a god. Later, the Almighty arrives at the construction site and commands that a sacrifice be made. One of the members of the Yagal tribe, a friend of Karin, is chosen, dragged down, and killed. Meanwhile, Evolet catches the attention of the warlord, who tries to harm her. However, One Eye reports this incident to one of the Almighty's servant. Since that servant had noticed earlier that Warlord had struck the Evolet's hand, leaving it wounded, he uses this as evidence to bring both Evolet and the Warlord to the Almighty. By nightfall, D'Leh and Nakudu kill the guards while standing watch. They infiltrate the prison where their captured people are held. While speaking with them, D'Leh encounters a blind man, a former servant of the Almighty, and asks him for information about the leader. The blind man reveals that there were once 3 Almighty, but now only 1 remains. He adds that to defeat this leader, they must find the mark of the hunters. During their conversation, D'Leh notices a bracelet on the blind man's wrist. Recognizing it as belonging to his father, D'Leh demands to know where he got it. The man explains that it was given to him by someone who once helped him, but was later killed by the Almighty. Before D'Leh and Nakudu can escape, guards discover them and alert others. Though the two manage to flee, they are pursued. As the guards track them, Tik-Tik ambushes the pursuers, killing them. However, during the fight, Tik-Tik is gravely injured. Before taking his final breath, Tik-Tik gives the white spear to D'Leh, telling him to live up to his father's legacy. The scene transitions to Evolet, and we see the mark on her hand mirroring the alignment of the stars in the sky. Meanwhile, the Almighty's chief servant informs him that they have found the hunter's mark. Enraged, the Almighty yells that it cannot be true. Despite mourning the loss of Tik-Tik, D'Leh returns to his group and rallies them with a heartfelt speech. "Let us fight together as one and rescue our brothers and sisters." Motivated, they sneak closer to the pyramid and hide weapons in various locations, blending in with the other slaves while waiting for the right moment to strike. When the time comes, they gather the support of the other captives and launch an attack on the guards. Amidst the chaos, Karen fights bravely but tragically loses his life to the guards' assault. Witnessing this, D'Leh is overcome with rage. He confronts the mammoth leader using his spear and attack the mammoth, causing confusion and panic among the other mammoths, who begin to scatter and destroy everything around them. Meanwhile, the former slaves pick up anything they can use as weapons and join the rebellion against the Almighty's forces. In an attempt to stop the uprising, the Almighty decides to use Evolet as leverage. He offers D'Leh a deal. If he stops the rebellion, he will allow D'Leh to leave with Evolet and the rest of his tribe, but the other captives must remain as slaves forever. Feigning agreement, D'Leh seizes the opportunity and uses his spear to strike down the Almighties, declaring to everyone that he is not a god. Inspired by his words, the other captives turn on the leader's servants, overpowering and annihilating them. In another part of the battle, Baku, fueled by the memory of his mother's death, teams up with Tudu to attack One Eye. However, their attempt fails, and One Eye retaliates. At that moment, Nkudu arrives and uses his spear to kill One Eye, saving Baku and Tudu. Elsewhere, Warlord tries to flee with Evolet on horseback. However, Evolet manages to wound him with an arrow, causing them both to fall to the ground. As Evolet gets up and runs toward D'Leh, Warlord fires another arrow, striking her. Enraged, D'Leh confronts Warlord, brutally fights him, and ultimately kills him. Heartbroken, D'Leh rushes to Evolet, but she succumbs to her injuries. Witnessing this, Old Mother, who has been observing everything from afar, sacrifices her own life to give Evolet another chance to live. Miraculously, Evolet awakens, and the two are reunited. With the Almighty defeated and his civilization destroyed, the Yagal tribe bids farewell to the other tribes. Before they leave, Nkudu hands D'Leh the seeds his father had once collected, symbolizing hope for a new beginning. The story ends with D'Leh and Evolet leading their people back to their village, ready to build a new life together. As the camera fades out, we witness the beginning of a new chapter for the Yagal tribe, marking a beautiful conclusion to this epic tale. So, what do you think about today's story? Don't forget to leave a comment and give a like below. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our Cinema Screen HD YouTube channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon by selecting all to stay updated. That's it for today. We'll see you soon in the next video. Until then, have a great day, everyone.